A warm welcome to you. In the last video, we have proven with mathematical induction about the binomial expansion. So in this video, let us see a couple of examples, and also we will see how to find out the general term of the expansion. So let's first do the general term, then maybe we will take an example and see, right? Okay, general term. How to find out the general term? What's the meaning of that? If somebody needs, let me say something like x minus or x minus 5 whole to the power of 25, they may not be interested in knowing out all the 25 terms. They may just need only the 10th term, right? Or they may need the 5th term. So there should be some way how I can give out of this whole terms, I should be able to give a specific term. That's called as generic term. Okay. To do that, let's have a little bit of small observation here. See here. Now, the first term is having 0, the second term is having 1, and the third term is having 2. Just keep that in mind, right? First term is having 0. Now, let's try to give a general solution for this. We want to give the term where this is equal to r. So I will write n is the same c, and I want to have r here. So instead of 1 I will say r, suppose. Then this becomes a to the power of n minus r. You are okay with that? A to the power of n minus r. And you can see next I will have b to the power of r. Can you tell me why I should have b to the power of r? If you remember, these all should add up to n, right? Okay. This is the generic term. So simple, nothing else. Now only the catch here is which term is this one. If you remember, the third term he is having 2. That means the term which is having r is nothing but called as r plus 1th term. This is what you have to be very clear. So this is how the generic term is given as. The generic term is given as t of r plus 1, that is nothing but r plus 1th term will have ncr a to the power of n minus r and b to the power of r. Let me repeat this, why this becomes r plus 1. See here. Generally, whenever we do like this, we see that the first one will have 1 here, right? NC1, something like that. But now, in this expansion, we see that the first term is having NC0. That means NC1 minus 1. Similarly, here 2, you see 2 minus 1. Or I can take it in the converse. I can say if this is 0, this is first term. If it is 1, this is second term. Similarly, if this is R, that should be the R plus 1th term. I think you are pretty much fine with this. If you are fine, then let's go ahead and do one example. We'll do one expansion, and also we will do one simple general term also. We can do from the same thing. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, here we go. Let me take a simple example. As I said earlier, always my intention is to keep it simple, so that first time when you are looking at, you will not feel uncomfortable. Once you start understanding the basic stuff, then you can take complicated examples and you can go ahead and solve them. Okay, now 1 minus 2x whole to the power of 5. Now if you compare, I know a equal to 1 and oops, that's 1, I have rectified it, and b is equal to minus 2x and n is equal to 5. Simple substitution, nothing else you are going to do. Only the thing is you have to just manipulate a little bit of numericals and get the values. So let's do that. This becomes 1c0. A to the power of n is 1 to the power of n. So nothing but 1. I will skip it. Similarly, oops, this is 5 actually. N is 5, right? Next is 5c1. For all a terms, I will skip them because 1 to the power of anything is 1. So what is left out here is b. B is nothing but minus 2x plus 5c2 into, for your understanding, I'll write 1, but it is basically, after that I'll have minus 2x whole square plus 5c3, again I will write 1, and after that I will have minus 2x whole cube plus 5c4 minus 2x whole to the power of 4 plus 5c5 minus 2x whole to the power of 5. Let's simplify this. I'll erase this. We can write it again. I don't want to keep it here. Okay, let's write the next step. The next step is pretty simple. 5c0 is 1. You know that how? 5c0 is nothing but factorial 5 by factorial 5 into factorial 0. That's nothing but equal to 1. That's 1 plus 5c1. Let's simplify 5c1. 5c1 is 5 factorial by 4 factorial into 1 factorial. That's nothing but equal to 5. So I can say 5 into minus 2x. 5c2, you want me to do 5c2? I think you should be able to do it by yourself, but I'll do it for the last time. This is 5c2, that's nothing but formula. 5c2 is 5 factorial by 5 minus 2 is 3 factorial into 2 factorial. If you don't know this, I'll do it for you one simple time. 5 is nothing but 5 into 4 into 3 factorial, correct? I can write it as 3 factorial here again, and this is 2 factorial. 2 factorial is 2 ones are 2, so 2 cancels, you will get 10. And also remember, this is also equal to 5c3. Similarly, 5c1 is equal to 5c4. You can check that. Now what is 5c2? 10. So this becomes 10 into minus 2x whole square plus, I just said 5c2 equal to 5c3. So that is 10 into minus 2x whole cube plus, what else I have? Plus 5c4 is 5c1, that's nothing but equal to 5 into minus 2x whole to the power of 4 plus 5c5 is 1, because we know always Pascal triangle begins with 1 and ends with 1, and this is minus 2x whole to the power of 5. Simplification, this becomes 1 minus 10x plus 2 square is 4 minus square is plus, so this becomes 40x square. And the next thing I have is minus 2 whole cube is minus 8, so this becomes minus 80x cube plus 2 to the power 4 is 16, minus 2 to the power of 4 is plus 16 into 5 is 80, 80x to the power of 4 minus 2 to the power of 5 is 13, minus 1 to the power of 5 is minus, so this becomes 32x to the power of 5. This is how we do it. Now let us cross check this by using the general term and see that whether we are getting it correctly or not. Okay, let's do that. Okay, what I will do now is I'll erase this part and take a general term out of this. This is the answer we have in the last thing, right? So I don't want to keep it. This is what we have done, so I'll just keep this 1 minus 2x whole to the power of 5. Now let us use the general term formula and see. Suppose I want to find out this term. What is this term? 1, 2, 3, third term. I'll write very specifically, I want third term only, nothing else I want. Now how I will resolve? I'll say first T of r plus 1 is equal to NCR a to the power of n minus r into b to the power of r. In some textbooks they take x and y, they take 1 and x, whatever it is, but just whatever is convenient to you, doesn't make any difference. Now third term is r plus 1 equal to 3, that means r equal to 2. So, and my n is equal to 5, n is equal to 5, a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 2x. So this becomes 5c, r is 2, a to the power of n minus r, that's nothing but 1 to the power of anything is 1, into b is minus 2x, r is 2 whole square. So 5c2 we did already, 10 into minus 2 whole square. I just simplifying more for you. This is nothing but equal to 40x square, which is nothing but equal to this. So you can see that. I think the whole point which is crucial with respect to the general term is to remember that I want to have r here. You can ask me why they went for r plus 1 term. They can say r itself, right? They can say r here, but remembering this formula will becomes little bit tough, right? See, check this, NCr minus 1, a to the power of n minus r plus 1, b to the power of r minus 1 is a little bit complicated. We are not used to that many plus and minus in my mind. So you just say NCr a to the power of n minus r, b to the power of r, and put 1 r plus 1 here. It simplifies life. Okay? Right. Now let us take another example for general term. We'll take another example for the general term instead of leveraging the same thing. Let me do that, and with that we will close this. Next we will go to the middle terms in the next video. Right. I hope you are finding it interesting. Please do drop a mail, or you can put your feedback on the YouTube, or you can drop me a mail if you are not interested in putting down there. Just drop me a mail, loveteachingmaths@gmail.com. You can check to my channel page and you can see that. Again I repeat, the whole intention is to make you understand it. So if you feel it's not comfortable and you are not getting it, please do let me know. Please do let me know. Don't hesitate. I'm not expecting anything out of this other than service. Okay? Right. That gives me more immense satisfaction when you come back and tell me that I'm able to understand this, or this is not clear, you are not doing a proper job. I will improve myself because I'm doing the service here. Okay. Let's come back. Now which term I want to write here is fourth term. Fourth term I want to write here. Okay. Now what is the meaning of fourth term? Immediately you should write tr plus 1. This is what I do. I will write immediately so that there is no confusion. X to the power of n minus r. See, that's how I learned. Automatically it comes out, even though I don't want it. It pops out. So I should say NCr according to our logic, a to the power of n minus r, b to the power of r. This is what I learned 27 years back. Okay, fine. Let's go ahead. Maybe 28? I don't remember exactly. Let us see. N equal to 12. Let me put down all whatever we have here information. N equal to 12 and r equal to 3, because r plus 1 is equal to 4. R plus 1 is given as 4, so r is equal to 3, and a is equal to x, b is equal to minus 2y. Everything you have ready, just go ahead and substitute it. So this becomes 12. Oh my god. Okay, here you have 12 c, r is 3, a is x, 12 minus 3 is 9, correct, into minus 2y whole cube. Simple. 12c3 into minus 2 whole cube into x to the power of 9 into y cube. Now for this we have to do little bit of numerical work. We will do it right now. I prefer to just leave it like this, but sometimes you have to do it. It's better you do it. So 12c3 is nothing but 12 factorial. You will agree with me that 9 factorial into 3 factorial into minus 2 whole cube is minus 8. So this is what I have to simplify. Now 12 factorial excuse me, I can write it as 12 into 10 into 11. Oops, it's 11 into 10 actually. 12 into 11 into 10 into 9 factorial. I'll just put minus 8 here, divided by this whole stuff is 11. and this is 10. 12 into 11 into 10 into 9 factorial by 9 factorial into 3 into 3 factorial is 6. So 9 factorial cancels out. 6 2 times. Now you need the calculator. 2 11s are 22, 22 10s are 220. 220 into minus 8 is 90. 1760 x to the power of 9 and y cube. That is the general term. That's nothing but the fourth term of this particular binomial expansion. Binomial x minus 2y is a binomial. You are making it to the power and you are expanding it, right? Whenever you want to deal with the powers of binomials, you will be using the binomial theorem where you have binomial coefficients. I think that should be fine. So let's go ahead. In the next video we will see how to find out the middle term. Somebody comes and says, okay, I want the middle term of x plus y whole to the power of 52. Oh, I have to find out the middle term. Let's do that. How to do that? It's pretty simple, just extension of general term, nothing else. See you in the next video. Bye for now.